Teaching Jieh Dao one element at a time.
So we work on our high reference point, and when we do a high reference point, open both palms up. This is one of many rhythm sensitivity drill that we have. So it's a four hit meaning four motion. That doesn't mean four hit meaning I'm hitting opponent 4 times. Hit, like I said, we hit with the body, meaning we motion with the body, but we make contact with the body part. In this case, it's a 4 hit or 4 motion drill or sensitivity practice that we do, but it's a rhythm. And I call it a square, then eventually you basically curve the corners and become circle, okay? So we start with a jab, so that's the first line. So as the jab comes, now these are compound offense and defense, meaning at the same time I'm doing defense as I'm getting offense coming at me. So first is jab, I get the center wing or bong against the jab. Now the first one initiate this motion here. Then now I want to do the same thing as Sifu. The basic is jab against jab. Okay, just make it very simple. Jab against jab. But how do we get this routine down? So watch and I'm gonna count it and describe it as we go. So jab, I go bong, and I got my tongue out here, okay, or palm up. I got my clip. This is what I call clipping. Okay, it's not a full grab or partial grab. It's a clip. You know, like how we hang our clothes on our balcony, especially in Asia, to dry the clothes after washing. Use a hanger, right? Use a clothes clip, so to clip against the rope so that the wind doesn't blow it. Just like that, you clip it. You have some control, but not full control. You have control of grabbing to a point. Just like this, you grab it to a point, but you're not committing yourself fully. It's not partial, nor is it full with the thumb down. So there's 3 phases of it, I call it. This is phase 1 or first level. Second is this. Third is this, full grip. So you just basically bring it down, maintaining it just for a fraction of a second. So we go 1, 2, 3. Now I do the jab. Sifu does the same thing. 4. My 4 becomes Sifu's 1. Okay, back in the clip. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So jab is our objective. I want to jab, but I want to get this line out of the way. Again, this is one of many ways that we do. It's not only way, but this is one of the ways that you need to learn how the sensitivity works. Now, you notice the wrist. We don't move this wrist up and down, wrist to wrist. Keep the wrist to wrist element, because eventually you're going to just feel the energy, not see the energy. Okay? Because it's sensitivity. You sense it with your body, with your wrist, but in the beginning you need to learn how it works, right? So we go jab, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1. Anytime we do jab, that's 1. That's 1 for me too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got our wing, we push it out, we clip it, we go back to jab. Push it out, clip it, back to jab. Center. It's not in or out, it's center. Everything is center line, default center line. Here, clip it, just like that, go out. And then as you keep doing this, first of all, don't tense up. You have to really be nice and light on your with your hand, because if you're tight here, the sensitivity is gone. Basically, you want to be able to flow much. You know, the closer we are in range, the faster the movement. If you're too tight, unless you're going to do grappling, you either going to get locked, or you have to make your shot, finish your shot and get out. Because you not have that sensitivity, that agility or dexterity to move around. So you have to be nice and loose. Okay, go 1, 2, 3, 4. Eventually, when you get this 4 corner, you see how it's 4 corner? It looks like a, just basically a geometrical line down, up, down. Eventually, you're going to basically get it in a more of a fluid as opposed to a linear or retract way of feeling and sensitivity and the forehead rotation. So eventually, but you have to really understand this, each element piece by piece. Don't jump doing this right off the bat. Go back to the beginning. This is a high reference point. Okay? Jab. I got my wing or bunk center. I got my tongue or palm up, out, palm down. I feed back. Same thing as Simu does. We go back and forth to learn a rhythm. Okay, what this rhythm means, what this feeling means, and eventually you'll be able to follow wrist to wrist. Thank you, Simu. This is what I call closed loop forehead rhythm sensitivity. You don't need to worry about it doing it left hand. Get it down with the right hand. You can practice with the left hand if you want to, but make sure the right hand is pretty, it's kind of smooth in terms of its motion. So I always say let one side of your body teach the other side. So that's it for today's lesson. The trapping, the concept, the cross parry against jab and cross, the zone, what's inside, what's outside, application wise, when I'm parrying, what do I, where am I after parry? Did I go stay outside? Did I stay inside? I have to understand those zones, and then particularly the sensitivity, the forehead rotation or closed loop. So it's a JCC or joint compound motion. Is basically as I'm getting hit, I go right into my bung or my defense. So it's one move. It's not hit and I go into it. We're not blocking anything. We're in that JCC, the joint compound motion, basically to maneuver, to be able to feel eventually as the opponent moves in irregular motion, I can feel how he or she moves, and so I can react accordingly. Okay? Thank you for watching. God bless you. Hope to see you in our next Jieh Dao phase session. See you next time.